Hello. So today I'm going to be planting all of these lovely shade plants that I showed you in my first garden haul video. I don't know if you've noticed, but they've grown quite a bit, and I think some of the coleus have flower spikes on them. They've been here a couple of weeks, but it is a beautiful 54 degrees this morning in Southeast Texas on May 10th, which is kind of amazing. So it's a beautiful day. Belle in her ball. It's a beautiful day to be out here planting plants. So this shouldn't take too long. I need to place everything, decide, how I want them, what colors I want where, and then we will pop these in the ground. So this white polka dot plant is really going to brighten up some of those shadier areas. So this is fun. Now the coleus can get pretty tall, so I'm probably going to put a lot of the coleus towards the back and then keep the polka dot plants towards the front. That's the plan anyway. Now the bed on the other side here with the arbor, that's pretty much full. But I didn't have this flat of polka dot plants in the coleus when I did that bed. And in order to kind of tie all three beds together, I'm just gonna tuck in some of the polka dot plants and maybe one or two of the coleus, just so it seems more cohesive. I love that color. I love that. All right. It's a tight squeeze. Okay. So while I'm digging around this Japanese maple's root system, I'm trying not to do too much damage to get this hosta in the ground. I'm very gentle to get in between and just tuck it in. It's still a pretty small hosta, which is good. Like that. Probably can't see anything that I'm doing. Okay, almost done on this side. I feel like this is still kind of bare right here. But I'll look at it in a minute. Stand back and get a look. Okay, here. Done. So we have that bright lemon coleus there. Can't wait for that to get big and fill in. And then we have polka dot plants and coleus. It's a big coleus back there. Snow on the mountain at the very back. I moved hosta blue over here. And I really do like how the white polka dot plants really pop, especially in a shaded area. They even make the hosta pop. It brings your eye right over there, and then you're like, oh, look, there's a hosta. Everything looks really good. Another way at the back there, a pop of colored coleus. And I planted a fern. That's a Dixie wood fern. That looks nice because there's kind of a gap there, so I wanted something a little larger. This hosta, I think this is Patriot, but it just, I mean, if I stand back, it really just pops right there. Love that. Another polka dot, white polka dot plant. Bella, stop. I did put one of these, I think it's the pineapple coleus in the front. We'll see how big it gets, but I'll just trim it back, and I can root the cuttings and just tuck them in everywhere. And then the colocasia mojito looks very pretty, surrounded by the white polka dot plants. And then I got a pink one and a little coleus there that's going to get big and kind of fill in that hole right there. That, you see, that hole, that'll be filled in. I just love these white polka dot plants. Anyway, stand back. So, I think this bed is almost done. I mean, there are a few gaps in there, but I think I'm gonna wait and see how big the polka dot plants and coleus get. Polka dot plants too, when they get leggy, because they will get kind of leggy back here because it's more part shade than part sun, and I think they probably want a little bit more sun. So they're probably gonna get leggy, but you just trim off those legs and root them and put them back in the ground, and I'll have more polka dot plants in no time. So if I swing on around here, I set aside a few plants, these polka dot plants and coleus, because I'm going to tuck those in just in a couple of places, just so the polka dot plants are kind of on all the sides. So, you know, I'll probably, you know, tuck one in right there, just wherever I have some gaps. Anyway, it's looking good. Let me go around to the other side here. Here is what's left over, and another fern here. This is the southern river fern, and then the colocasia. It's black elephant ear. What's it called? Black sapphire gecko, and then anthurium. Pretty anthurium, very pretty. And then this coleus, not coleus, caladium. This is probably my new favorite caladium of all time, called Desert Sunset. That's gonna go over here somewhere. That color, oh, I love it. So I'm gonna start cleaning out this side. This side has a lot of weeds, a lot of leaves. I need to do some trimming and some staking, probably of this climbing fern. It's getting a little messy over here. So I'll be doing quite a bit of cleanup before I get things in the ground. But I'm just gonna continue the color from this side, just continue over here. And then I'll probably, well, definitely have to buy some more plants to fill it in. But at least this side will be cleaned out, and we'll get some more color. We'll get some more color in this bed. One last before shot of this bed before I get to work cleaning and weeding, trimming. So much stuff that needs to be pulled out and just cleaned up. The spider wart trimmed back. It's my husband's walkie thing. He's hanging some old farm stuff that he got out of his uncle's storage shed. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, here, I'll show you. It's got some old, like, pickaxes and stuff that he hung on either side of the door. That old saw is really cool. Anyway, so all this gonna be cleaned out, raked out. Not sure what kind of critters, snakes, spiders I'm gonna find. It's gonna be fun. All this cleaned out. Some more old farm stuff that's going on this wall here. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna get to work. Everything is all cleaned out now. You can see what I'm working with here. This is what I raked out. Big pile of leaves and weeds and the leggy spider wart, so that's out of there. Now, you can leave leaves in a flower bed. They act as a great mulch. They put a lot of nutrients back into your soil. They help with weed suppression. But we have snakes here. Now, most of them are harmless, garden snakes, garter snakes. But we also have copperhead snakes, and those are dangerous, and they blend into leaves real nice. So, before I work in a bed, I do have to rake it out for my safety. But look how nice and clean that is. The sun is starting to get higher in the sky, so I may have to do a wardrobe change. It is no longer 54 degrees. Getting a little warm. Anyway, I think the light might be interfering with how clean this bed is. But it's so, is that better? So much better in there. And then I'll start placing my new plants. Oh, and I tacked up the other asparagus fern. So now we have two climbing. I think it looks cool. We'll see. We'll see if it stays there forever. Right now it looks cool with the Acuba japonica and that hosta there in the middle. That's fun. All right, there it is, the before shot. Oh, and I think this fencing right here, it kind of has a green coating on it. We got this from my husband's uncle. But I think it'll look a lot nicer than the chicken wire. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the clippers, these clippers here, and I'm gonna cut it in half so that it's a 2 foot, so it's only 2 feet high instead of 4 feet high. That might look nicer around all of these beds. So we'll see. And we do have some more like this in the front. It's not green. This has like a green plastic coating on it. But I think this will look better than the chicken wire. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.